So I found a new niche that's getting a lot of views on TikTok, for example, and you know, TikTok can be monetized. You could post this on Facebook. It's getting a lot of views. You could make some money with this. So why not jump in? It's called the ASMR bunker niche, and I'll show you a little video here. So for example, this one got 107 million views, but let's just check one of them out. So I'm just gonna pause the sound for a bit. As you can see, the woman is picking up a little rabbit and she's under attack. So this is playing on human emotion. There's a cute element to it. There's a pregnant, vulnerable woman. There's a danger aspect, but also a cozy, safe aspect to it, where she lives in this hidden bunker, basically. And let me show you with a voice, because it's also got ASMR elements to it.
Leaving the noise behind. Everything is ready. Look, our quiet neighbor is here.
So as you can see, this is like ASMR type. There's this whispery voice. There's a lot of ambient noise. And yeah, I'm just going to show you how to create this type of videos really fast and really easily. So first I want to show you what I created myself. So let's take a look.
Hold on tight, little one. Almost there. It's hitting the hatch. Stay quiet, little piglet. We're inside now. Down we go. You are safe now, little one. So warm in here. We're safe and we're together. Subscribe to stay a little longer. Sweet dreams.
So you can see it's pretty simple and highly effective, this type of videos. So I'm going to show you how I actually created them. Now, first of all, I am using something called the AI Skool. And I've been a member for a few months, and I'm using prompts and guides from here to create my videos and to get lots of views on my TikTok, Instagram, all with AI videos. This is what this community is about. We have about 400 something members currently. And there's a lot of help that you can get because it's a community. People are talking with each other, you know, they're helping each other. There's a lot of success going on in here. For example, Facebook earnings in 1 month, someone posted how they got $2,000. There's a lot of people showing their channels. You can direct message with people, and look at this, 6.8 million views in under 24 hours, monetize TikTok and YouTube. And, you know, they're talking about their outcome for the month of March, for example, how much money they have been making. There's actually people who have made over $10,000 per month in this community. But what's really important is their classroom, where you can get a bunch of high quality pro level prompts. And they also have a lot of questions and answer, viral niches here, the basics. So for example, how to edit your videos and your images, how to use Nano Banana Pro, image upscaling, how to use CapCut. All kinds of guides. If you're new to this, this is very valuable. But what's most important is their prompt collection here. So for example, let's take the one from March, because every month it's filled with prompts. So almost every day, sometimes multiple times a day, you've got a new guide and new prompts that are going viral right now. So you can stay up to date with the current trend, basically, on these big platforms. So what I'm using today, obviously, is the ASMR Bunker Escape. Now, this has a master prompt here, and look how long it is and how professional it is. Daniel, who's in charge of this community, has spent like 2 days to create this prompt of testing, and he spent a lot of credits also to make sure that it's correct. And yeah, you just take this and basically you copy and paste it into Grok, for this example, the free version of Grok. And yeah, it's going to give you everything you need in terms of prompts to start generating this video. So I'm going to show you exactly how this is done right now. So obviously the first step here is to copy this big prompt into Grok. And once you do that, it will generate the following thing, which is, here are your 10 protagonist options. So you've got like the expecting mother, a description of her, you've got the little girl, the little boy, elderly grandmother, and so on. Now for this, I just picked number 8, the injured woman. So all I did was type 8, and then it gave me another 10 survival scenarios for the injured woman. And I picked shadow in the pines here, which the threat is a massive grizzly bear. But you have other things like flooded hollows, raging flash flood, and all kinds of other things. Now you have to test some of these out because, you know, they're completely different. But for this example, I just picked shadow in the pines. And of course, you can also tell it to generate more ideas and different ideas. So this will give you the character reference image prompt. It will start with that. So this is your character, your woman that I picked in this case, for example, and also an animal companion, which in this case is a little pink piglet, as you will see. Then you'll have the image number 1 out of 6, the danger plus the entry. And this, you will just copy the image prompt and then the video prompt. And then you'll also have an 11 labs narration here that you can copy in there. But let's take it step by step. So what you need to start with is the character reference image prompt. So you just copy this and you go to your favorite image generator. I personally use OpenArt. I just prefer this. I prefer the UI. It's really simple. I left a link in the description if you're interested. So we will pick the model Nano Banana 2. And we will paste in our prompt here. Very important is to pick 16 by 9 for this, only for this, because we're going to be creating short videos, but for the image, for the character reference prompt, we will use 16 by 9 and 4K in quality. We want the highest quality possible. We'll generate this, and this will give us this character image, reference image that we're going to be using both to create our future images and our videos. And I'm going to show you exactly how. But as you can see her from the front, from the back, from the side, each of the sides, and full body shot. So this will be very good to keep character consistency. Now the same thing we do with the cute animal companion by using the animal companion reference image prompt, again 16 by 9 and all that. Now we will go and create our first image, and what we do is copy the prompt in there, and what we do differently here is that we add visual references. So in this case we add what we created, these two, right? And we just hit generate, and we're going to have our first image. And I'm going to show you how my first image looked like right here. You see the woman with the piglet, the grizzly bear, and they're all trying to escape down this hatch in the woods. And I did the same with the second, with the third, and a fourth, and so on, based on these prompts. So you have 1 out of 6, right? The first one, then 2 out of 6, right? The image prompt. These are just the image prompts. But what do we do with each of these? So how did I animate them? How did I animate this? So I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. So I would go to text to video here, to start to end frame, pick Kling model 3.0, very important. And here you can actually add characters. You can add characters. And I just added my pictures here that I created for the characters, for the visual reference. And also you have to add a start frame. Now the start frame will be pretty easy. It's this frame, right? And then the end frame will be our second image right here. So this is how the video will begin. This is how it will end, because we're doing basically like 5-6 videos like this, exactly following the prompt along. Now that we have our start reference and our end reference from the images that we created because of the prompt, right? The first image we created with the prompt, the second image we created with the prompt, those are serving as the start and the end frame reference. But we also have underneath the image prompt, or our first, basically 1 out of 6, we take this video prompt for Kling 3.0 and we copy it. And we just put it here. And now we have to glance over the prompt a bit. In certain cases, we might want to change a few things here and there. But what's important, this is ambient sound only. It kind of describes what's going to happen between this start frame and this end frame. And we're going to be using audio on. And for this first video, we're going to be doing 4 seconds, because if you do anything longer, it's going to seem like the bear is barely moving. There's going to be no sense of urgency. So you have to be quick with this. The output here, the seconds that we pick, are very important for the type of scenes that we're making. You have to use your common sense here a bit, but I'm telling you, for the first one, usually do it fast so there's a sense of urgency, like they're barely escaping from the grizzly bear, and people will want to watch that. They want to watch further. So yeah, we generate this this video, and I did so under the vids right here, and let's take a look at it again. Now there's the first video. I'm not saying it's perfect. You can do more generations of it. This is just an example. I think it still came out pretty good. And then we do the same with the second video, right? And if you want to understand how that is done, again, you just don't forget, you always use your visual references here of your characters. So there's character consistency. But all you need to do for the second video is to change the first, the start and the end frame. So this time you will be actually selecting this second frame as the start frame so that there's a single shot, continuous loop. And you're going to do the end frame for the third part right here. And then there's going to be a story created here between this scene and the second scene. And you're going to be using, of course, the second video prompt here to show how this will happen here. And you just copy and paste your prompt, of course, and then you change the output here. You're going to be adding more seconds, like 7 seconds. You have to kind of experiment. You have to think, how long would this normally take so it doesn't look ridiculous? Whatever action is written here inside this prompt, and what's logically going to happen between the start frame and the end frame here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You keep doing this and repeating this process. And then the second step will be to generate the voiceovers too, because at the end of each script here, the danger plus the entry, where you have the image prompt and the video prompt, and because of this you have a video basically, you also have to do a little narration here. Like for example, you copy and paste it, you go to 11 Labs, and I left the link in the description. And what you need to do here is search for something called Clara, Whispery, and Intimate, because this sounds like ASMR. Now, you have to be careful with the text so that it lasts as long or a little bit less than each of the scenes. So this might be too long, you cut a line or you modify. This prompt is great, but you shouldn't follow it to the T. Like sometimes you have to make small modifications to get the right result for you. So since we have this text right here, what we can do is just generate the speech.
Hurry. Don't look back. Hold on tight, little one. Almost there.
You see, whispery ASMR type of stuff. And this obviously you download and then you put everything together. So what you have to do is just stitch your videos in order. So for example, we got the first video right here, followed by the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. What we generated in order, right? It's very, very simple. So then what happens is that it's all in one continuous loop. You don't need to do any special cuts. You just stitch them together. And what you also do is put the 11 Labs sounds right here, like I put them. You separate them, you put them at the appropriate time. You do an auto caption. You can do that with CapCut or Filmora, whichever you want. And that will generate an auto caption right here, like a text for the people. You see, hold on tight, little one, and all that. It just does it automatically. And you also put some ambient music in there. So for this, I just go to YouTube audio library. Then you can't have any issues if you do that. and you just pick something that's an ambient and you pick something calm, whichever one you like. You drag and drop it, you have your video. It's very fast and very easy to create it. So I did all of this because I had access to AI Skool. I am part of it, and if you join, there's a link down below this video. I'm also going to personally help you if you don't understand something. There's multiple members in the group that can help you, and there's new prompts, fresh prompts every single day, so that you can make the most of it with AI videos. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope you like it. Comment down below, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.